Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's so great to be here. It's been a while. Welcome to bunq Update 25. Thank you. Hey. See some recognizable faces. Okay, we have a lot of great new stuff for you, a lot of features that make life easy, a lot of stuff that we have been working incredibly hard on. But as has become our tradition, I'd like to take a moment and go through some of the highlights between last bunq Update and this bunq Update. And the first highlight is one that I hold very dear personally, one that is very close to my heart. And it is because after 11 years, after 11 long years, after 11 long years with long days and long nights, after 11 long years with long days, long nights, and long weekends, 11 years of waking up, thinking of you, our users, going to bed with figuring out how to make life easy, then waking up again, trying to put that into place. After 11 years, we finally became profitable last year, and it's just such a relief. Thank you. And today, on behalf of all of bunq, we'd like to thank you for being on this journey with us, for putting your trust in us, and we can all say that thanks to this profit and thanks to your support, we can promise you there are so many years to come. Thank you. Talking about users, we always like to do a quick check on how many users there are on our platform, and we just did so. And I am incredibly excited and amazed to share with you tonight how many users the bunq platform serves. Who is excited to know? Drum rolls, let's have a look. $12.5 million users. Yes, thank you all. But we're still a lot of room to grow. So if you know people that aren't on the bunq platform yet, your neighbors, your friends, people in the bus, people in the train, ask them to join bunq, and we can make this group even bigger. And on that note, it is time to head on over to all of the new stuff that we have been building for you, features that make life easy. And the first I'd like to share with you has everything to do with the whole reason why bunq was started in the first place. Because ever since the beginning, we've tried to be a force for good, to be of a positive influence and a positive contribution to this world. In many aspects, many different aspects, but also environmentally. And as you may know, with, for example, our office space, we always choose office spaces near main transit hubs, so people can come with trains, subways, buses, or in the Dutch case, by bike. And sometimes they get wet, but that's all right. It was just raining a minute ago. We have a completely paperless office. And of course, all our data centers use fully renewable energy. Now, one of the things we do as well is together with our Easy Green users, we help them to offset their CO2 impact by planting trees. And by looking at that impact, I'm very amazed and humbled to see that together we have planted over 19 million trees as of today. But we think we can do more. And so I am very excited to announce that as of tonight, each and every bunq user on all the plans, including the free credit card, will get to plant trees simply by using their card. How cool is that? Now, last bunq Update, we did something that nobody else has done before. It was world news. We introduced Finn, your personal assistant, that uses generative AI to make life easy and answer all kinds of advanced questions. This was such a new thing that we, for the first time in bunq history, made it to the Bloomberg homepage. Thank you, Bloomberg. That was really cool. That was really cool. And today, thanks to your help, and thanks to your engagement, and thanks to your feedback, we are launching a new version that is much better, much more advanced, with a lot more features. Now, of course, I could show you how it works, but we thought it would be more fun if Finn would show you itself. So let's have a look.
Hey, I'm Finn, your personal assistant.
Hey, Finn.
Last time you saw me was at Bunq Update 24, and in the meantime, I've become quite famous. Many of you have been asking me questions about spending insights.
What have I spent at the grocery store?
How much have I autosaved last month?
Should I cut back on the matcha lattes?
And I've shown many of you how to use the Bunq app.
Can I get a free credit card?
Yep,
Hey, Finn, what's my IBAN?
here you go.
How do I set up Apple Pay?
Let me show you. Thanks to all of these questions and your feedback, I've now become twice as good. My version number doubled. As of now, I'm able to generate answers twice as fast and more accurate.
Sounds good.
Hey, Finn, did I pay my taxes yet?
In 2024, you paid 676 euros to tax authorities. Tap here to see all your tax payments.
Nice.
Besides being more accurate, I can now answer multiple questions and have conversations with you.
So we can have a chat?
Yes.
Just you and me?
Yes.
Like humans do?
Yes. And you can give me feedback as we chat.
Wow, that's helpful.
Thanks. I'm ready to learn.
What else is new, Finn?
Heaps. You can get what you need with just one tap, or find a place right on my map.
Cool. Does that map have a good place for a workout?
Sure does. Why not check out Muscle Hustle Gym? It's 0.72 kilometers from where you are now.
Thanks, I'll run there.
I bet. And if you like it, feel free to recommend it to friends in your activities tab.
What about Italian food close to me?
Allora, Bar Piazza is just 1 kilometer from where you are. Your friend Antonio gave it a thumbs up. Why not check it out?
Molto bene. We'll save you a slice, Finn.
Want to join us next time? We could make it a date.
I'll have to ask my parents. Like I said, you can ask me anything.
The new Finn, if you haven't tried it yet, give it a try because it may just surprise you with its answer. So the tax example was mine and it actually really works. So we're still very much excited about this technology and we're looking forward to see where it can bring us. Now, let me connect my phone to the screen. Here we go. And show you, for the people that don't know yet, the way to ask Finn something is just go through your Home tab, scroll up, tap on Ask Finn Anything, and then ask it a question you'd like answered. So, for example, what's the best bar in town? I think we all agree we need a drink after this. So, let's see what Finn says. Cafe Lux right across the street. Isn't that cool? Here we go. Anyway, so the next thing I'd love to show you is a feature that we introduced a couple of bunq updates ago as a very simple and easy and fun way to get to know how to use bunq, especially for new users. Now, when we launched this, we couldn't have predicted that it would have become such a success. Today, over 50% of all bunq users on a regular basis use this feature. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The Wheel of Fortune. It is so fun. Now, who here has ever won anything? Who here has ever won anything other than trees? See? So people actually win. Anyway, yeah, it's just a lot of people playing it. So that's why we're making it even more fun as of today. The new way to use the Wheel of Fortune is by collecting as many points as you can. It's going to be a competition, and every day the top scorers will get different prizes. Now, to go to the new Wheel of Fortune, tap on the clover on the top left corner. There we go. Tap it, yeah. And you see the new wheel. And it's actually really fun because it also has haptic feedback, so it feels nice when you have it in your hand. And you can open the live prize scores so you can see how you're doing. So, for example, you can win 250 euros by beating the 30,800 points, or 100 euros, or the great book about bunq, etc., etc. And the cool thing is that the wheel now actually tracks your fingers, so you can influence how quickly it spins. Now, I'm pretty sure I can't beat the 30,000. My finger movement isn't that accurate, but I'm also pretty sure we can win a prize. So let's give it a spin. Exciting. It's actually fun because we're been doing this behind the scenes all week. It's so fun. 500 points. Let's do one more. A little bit slower. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, well, back where we started. Yes, this wasn't rehearsed, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, and on that note, there's a lot more great new stuff to show you tonight, but I would like to welcome my colleague, our own head of finance by day, dancing queen by night, and a whole lot of other things every weekend, Brian.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ali. Good evening, my name is Brian. I'm the head of finance by day and I guess a lot of things by night. But tonight, backed by popular demand, I'm gonna talk to you about budgeting. Budgeting so easy you will actually do it. And wow, have you all been doing it. And while doing it, you gave us a lot of great insights to improve our budgeting tab. So who's excited to see the new budgeting tab? So let me grab my phone and connect it to the screen. There it is. Young bunkers, I love it. Let's click on the budgeting tab. Well, proper budgeting starts with a high-level overview of your spending month over month. And here at the top of the screen, you can see your total spend month over month. And when you click on it, you can also select certain categories. We have a lot of default categories, or you can create your own category. I made one to track my coffee addiction. So let's click on groceries for now. Here again, you see it month over month. And the first insight you gave us was, great, I love those insights, but I would love to change the start date because I want to budget from the day I receive my salary. And we built that for you. It's very simple. You click on the 3 dots and you set the start date. By default, it's the 1st of the month, but you can customize it. At bunq, we receive our salary on the 25th of the month. I know for sure because I'm actually the one who's making that payment. It's the day that all the bunkers love me. So let me click on custom. So within the 25th of the month, click on save. You see everything changing. And now I can budget payslip to payslip. If you have great ideas, please share them with us via together.bunq.com. The next insight has to do with doing things together. I can think about a lot of things that are more fun when you do them together, and as of tonight, budgeting is one of them. Because you asked us to fix joint budgeting, and so we did. So for all the couples out there, all the roommates, let me show you how easy it is to set up a joint budget account. And to do so, I'm gonna live my full fantasy. Because tonight, it's finally happening. I'm gonna live together with my good friend, Kylie. Yes, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna set up a joint budget account for my groceries. So I click on 3 dots, and I create a dedicated bank account. Well, here you can see all the benefits. You can top up automatically, budget automatically, and if you have some money left at the end of the month, you can save it and make use of our high mass interest. We click on next, and here at the top of the screen, you can see the settings. So I can budget just for myself, but when I click on it, I can select me and my partner. And I can select my partner. I'm so happy, sorry. Click on Kylie, yes. Click on done. The category is groceries, and I want to fund the account with 300 euros. And if you scroll a little bit further, you see 3 options. So I can fund this budget straight from my salary. So every month my salary comes in and bunq automatically puts 300 euros on this dedicated budget account. I can do it monthly on a day I prefer, or one-off, which is interesting if you, for instance, want to budget for a holiday. Well, I'll do it now for my salary, and at the bottom of the screen you can also see indeed the source is from my salary account. Click on next. I can customize if I like to. Click on create. And there you have it, my joint account with Kylie. Now, let me go back to the home screen. Also here you see the tile for the groceries, waiting for Kylie to also fund it. And now I'm gonna add some additional magic to the mix. Because we were thinking with all these cool insights and budgeting features, wouldn't it be great if you can also apply them to external bank accounts, if you're next to bunq using another bank account. And as of tonight, you can do. So you have your total spending in one app, the beautiful bunq app. Well, to show you this, I have to let you in on a little secret. Don't tell Ali, but I've got a little bank on the side. So let me show you how easy it is to import those transactions into the bunq app. We click on Add, and here at the bottom you can add an external bank account. I will select the ING. But obviously I have to give my credentials to give access to it so I can load all transactions in. I'm not going to save the password. It's approved. Go back to the bunq app. It's processing. So it's loading all my transactions. Shouldn't be a lot because I'm using bunq, of course. Let me close, refresh. And hopefully it's popping up. Refresh again. No, bunq doesn't accept an ING account. It should. Give it one spin, come on. And I'm stuck. Let me do it again. Let me see if I did something wrong. It was processing, but it is approved. There it is, external account added, and here you have it, the ING account is visible. You can click on it, and of course you see in the same design all the transactions you've done via the ING account. And the cool thing is it also works with Finn. So let me ask Finn a question. How much do I have in savings? You see, there we have it. So I've got 30,000 euros at bunq and 1,000 euros at ING. How easy is that? And Finn actually recommends to put everything at bunq to make use of high interest, so let me give me a thumbs up for that. Well, I can continue the chat, as just mentioned by Finn, so let me ask another question. When did I book my last flight? And also here, it's indeed looking at my ING account and has seen that I booked my last flight in December by KLM. To show you it also works on the insights, I go back to the budgeting tab and I go to the category travel. And then here, when I click on December, and we can view the transactions, also here indeed my 1,300 euros is visible, and you can see that it has been imported from my ING bank account. How cool is that? So external bank accounts works with Finn, insights, budgeting, but also with activities. And on that note, let's continue with the activities tab. Give it up for Samantha.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Give it up for Brian. It's so great to be back here with you all tonight, and I have some really, really cool stuff to show you. But first, I wanted to share a personal update. It's been a long dream of mine to move to New York City. And thanks to bunq, I did just that. That's me. About 3 months ago, I packed up all my bags, I moved to the Big Apple, and it's been great. I've been really loving it so far. So if you love to move around and you're the best of the best, then bunq might just be the place for you, and you can apply on our website at bunq.com/jobs. Had to plug it in. Now, ever since I moved back to the US, I've been traveling a lot back and forth between the US and Europe, and it looks like I'm not the only one. Many of you bunkers out there are frequent travelers, and just like me, are making use of all of our amazing travel features. For example, I've personally already saved over 300 euros thanks to ZeroFX. And because I'm new to New York, I've been also using the activities tab a lot to check out recommended places by my friends, but mostly by Ali, because that man has literally been everywhere. So thank you, Ali, for all of your great restaurant recommendations. So for all of you travel avid bunkers out there, I really can't wait to show you what we have in store. But first, I wanted to share another personal travel story. Last year, I was on a family vacation in Jordan. There we are. Actually, my family's in the audience tonight. Hi, family. So when we got to Jordan, the first thing that my dad wanted to do was go to an ATM and take out some cash, just in case. And I remember this very vividly because it took us about 3 different ATMs over the course of 2 different days because of all the limits and everything to get all of the cash that we wanted. Major hassle. And then, finally, when we got all the cash, guess what happened? No, we didn't get robbed, actually. The people in Jordan are very kind. No, what happened was pretty much every place we visited in Jordan accepted Apple Pay. So we actually never even used any of the cash, and then at the end of the trip, we had to convert it all back. Yet another big hassle. Has that ever happened to anyone here in the room? Let's see some hands. Oh, you, sir? What's your name? Maurice. Wouldn't it be cool if there was an easy way for you to check all these kinds of practical travel tips? Like what currency do they use there? Am I gonna need my card or do I need cash? And one of my personal favorites, what kind of plug am I gonna need to charge my phone? I can't be the only person that has panic bought something right before boarding my flight. So Maurice, if that sounds good to you and everybody else, I'd love to introduce you to Travel Assistant. So I'm gonna grab my phone and connect it to the screen. There we go. Now, for this demo to work, we're gonna have to pretend that we're all taking a trip together, let's say to Japan. And I'm gonna ask Maxim, who's sitting backstage, if he can please make my phone pretend like we just landed in Japan. Okay, so now I get a push notification. It says, "Welcome to Japan," and it tells me the currency exchange rate. If I tap on it, it'll take me straight to the Activities tab. And if I scroll down just a bit, there's a new section here called Travel. Now, because we've just landed in Japan, it's gonna default and show me all of the tips for Japan. The first thing I'll see is, of course, the currency. They use the Japanese yen, and I'll see the exchange rate. And of course, that I can save up to 3% by using my bunq card. It tells me that I can bring a MasterCard because my card should work in most places here, but just in case I want to take out cash, it even tells me about how much. It also tells me it's best not to tip because it can be considered rude in Japan. I personally did not know that, so that's very helpful for me to know. And I can bring a US adapter. I already have one, so all good. Now, for all the travel nerds out there like me, you can also check out other countries. I actually do this just for fun all the time. All you have to do is tap on the country name, and then you can scroll through the list. Let's check out Mexico just for fun. Yeah, I hear some Mexicans in the audience, let's go. So in Mexico, we can use the peso, it gives me the exchange rate, and actually if I tap on the currency, there's a super easy conversion calculator, so I can quickly check, for example, how much 500 pesos is in euros. How easy is that? Now, if I go back, I can bring my MasterCard because the card will work in most places. Tipping is often expected in Mexico, and the travel assistant even tells me around how much I should tip, around 10 to 15%. And I can bring my US adapter. Easy. And there you have it, the new travel assistant. Now, if you scroll down just a little bit, there's a new section here called Travel Stats, one of my new personal favorite sections. And this will show you all the countries you visited and, of course, how much you've saved thanks to ZeroFX. If you tap on the map, you can see a list of all the places, when you visited them, and how much you saved per each place. Pretty cool. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the first thing I always want to do when I get to a new place is, of course, check out where to eat. And I can also do this right here in the Activities tab. All I have to do is scroll back up, and there's a section here called Eat. Tap on it. Because we're in Japan, the map has preloaded me here in Tokyo, and we've greatly improved this map. So now there's a new section down here at the bottom with suggested places just for me. And the search has also greatly improved. So now you can search by restaurant type or cuisine. Obviously, we're in Japan. I'm in the mood for some ramen. So let's give it a search in the search bar. Check out the ramen places on the map. I can tap on it. I can see more information about it, and I can, of course, see that Ali has recommended it, surprise, surprise. And, all this talk about New York earlier kind of has me in the mood for pizza, so I can also just as easily search for a pizza place by just typing in pizza right here in the search. And there you have it, a pizza place. The cool thing is that this also works with Fin. So if I close all of this and I go back to the Home tab, I can also use Fin to check out, for example, hey, can you recommend a cool brunch spot near me? Let's see. And there you have it, Ivy Place, just 5 minutes away. How easy is that? I'll give it a thumbs up. And on that note, that was it for the Activities tab, and I'd love to welcome Thijs to the stage.
Thank you, Samantha. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's really good to be back here again. Now, I have some big news for you tonight. As you may know, by far the easiest way to manage group expenses is by using Tricount. And if you didn't know, I hope I'll convince you tonight. Now, since Tricount joined bunq, we've actually rebuilt the app completely from the ground up. It's now easier and better than ever. Who's excited to see what it looks like? All right, so I'll grab my phone and connect it to the screen. There we go. So it's the familiar Tricount app icon, but if I tap it, it's a completely refreshed design. Doesn't look clean and fresh? How beautiful is that? So, to show just how easy it is to manage group expenses, we'll go on a sailing trip with my favorite bunkers, Brian and Samantha. So, pull on this beautiful hat right here. Tap on Add Tree Count and start a new tree count. And I'll call it sailing. And all I have to do to invite them is enter their names. So Brian and Samantha, and create tree count. And I can just send them the invite link in the WhatsApp group we already have. Yes, there we go. Send. And the tree count's ready to use. Now, to show you just how easy it is to add a new expense, I'll tap on Add Expense. So I can give it a title. Now, let's take it as an example that Samantha brought some drinks along for the trip. So I'll enter drinks. Let's spell it correctly. There we go. So it was for 50 euros. So I say paid by Samantha, and the rest looks good. So I'll tap on Add. Now, pretty fast. I'll do it once more, because I also brought some snacks along for the trip. So, tap on snacks, enter 25, and it was paid by me this time. Add it, and there it is, a clear overview of exactly who paid what. But we didn't stop there. We got to thinking, how could we make it even easier to add expenses? What if we could come up with a way in which you never have to manually enter an expense ever again? So, as of tonight, you'll be able to get a free bunq credit card, link it to a Tricount, and every payment you make will be automatically added as an expense. How cool is that? So if I go back here, you may notice this new tab at the bottom that says free card. Oh, and there it is, the beautiful bunq card. I can even give it a spin, just like the Wheel of Fortune. And it says I can get my card in just 5 minutes. Now, to prove to you, you really can get it in 5 minutes, we're going to do it right here on stage. Now, who in the audience would like to time it? Yep. Oh, so someone very excited. Would you please start a timer for 5 minutes? Go. All right. So tap on it. So as we're dealing with money and we want to keep you and your money secure, we're going to personalize this card just for me. And for that, I'll have to fill in some personal information. So my name, my date of birth, and enter my address. Perfect. Then I'll agree to all of the terms and conditions. Tap on next. Then I have to enter my phone number. And so I'll tap here. Autofill. Easy. Next, I have to confirm my phone number. So receive an SMS, and again, I can autofill it. Super easy again. Now I have to set a security code. How are we doing on time, by the way?
4 minutes left.
Oh, easy. So I have to send a security code. I'll need this later when I'm viewing sensitive card information like my number or the CVC. So I'll just set a code right here and confirm it. There we go. Then I'll enter my BSN. Yeah, I'm not showing that one. So then I have to verify my identity, and I can do that with my passport. Now, like a true digital nomad, of course, I carry it everywhere I go. So start the verification. I'll choose that I'll use my passport. Some instructions to make sure that everything is clear on the picture. So I'll just tap through those. All right, time to scan it. Here we go. Ooh, get a little bit of glare here. Perfect. Yeah, time to make a selfie to make sure that I actually am me and match my passport. For that, unfortunately, I have to take the hat off. So let's get everyone in here for the selfie. Move a little bit closer. Yeah, take off my glasses. Perfect. Beautiful. And that's it. It's in progress. Time. 2:30. Ah, perfect. Right down the middle. How easy was that? So we're doing some security checks automated to make sure that everything I've entered is valid and real. So now I'll, it should be done. Perfect. Let me reconnect my phone to the screen. And there is my free credit card. Now, it seems that backstage, Maxim was kind enough to already put some money on it. So that's very nice. Thank you, Maxim. Now, to show you that every payment I make with this will be automatically added to the Tricount, let's buy some life vests for the sailing trip after all. And for that, I'd like to invite back on stage our jack of all trades, Brian.
Good evening.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, Thijs.
Can I get a life vest?
Of course, as long as you pay for it.
All right, good deal. Perfect. So if I go back here to the sailing Tricount, yeah, there it is, Brian's boating supplies. Now, that went pretty fast because it is really easy, so we'll do it one more time. Can I have another life vest?
I bought a second one, so
Perfect.
let's go for it.
And if you look at the screen, then there it is. Again, automatically added. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Thijs. I will see you on the trip.
Looking forward to it. That's it for the Tricount app. Now, because it is so fresh and new, we want to make sure it's perfect. So that's why we're launching this as a closed beta. And if you would like to be one of the first people to try this new app, then please go to tricount.com/beta. But hurry up, because there's only 1,000 spots available. That's it for Tricount. Back over to Ali.
Hey, Samantha, Brian, well done. Well done. I hope you've enjoyed all of the new features we have showed you tonight. I think we're making heaps of progress, like Finn said, with Finn. We're world leading in generative AI, with budgeting. It's just incredible what you can do by importing all of your other bank information into bunq. You will have one clear, easy overview, and all the budgeting features you'll have, and the Finn, it will mesmerize you, I promise you. And of course, all of the cool stuff on the activities map. However, before we say our goodbyes, there's this one final feature I would love to show you. And as you've noticed, we are increasingly focused on travel, because we believe bunq is the best bank for the digital nomad, people who travel the globe or work in one place and live in another or have a partner somewhere else or just really like visiting new places. it is so incredibly powerful because you have all of the power of your money right in the palm of your hand. And of course, all of the savings that you get thanks to Zero FX kind of add up too. Now, one of the things we always ask ourselves is, how can we make our users' lives even easier? So when you travel, how can we make your travel more fun, more worry-free, and let you enjoy your holiday or your work or your travel even more? So I'd like to ask you, apart from free money, who obviously everybody always wants, what's the one thing that would keep your mind trouble-free on a travel? Insurance. Yes, I am very excited that as of tonight, the top tier plan of bunq will include travel insurance for free. That means as of now, you will be all set for all medical expenses, all theft things that may happen, and most importantly, because that's the one that always hits me, car rental insurance. It's all included in the top tier plan without a penny extra. Let me show you how easy it is to activate. Let me grab the phone, tap on the beautiful bunq logo, connect my phone to the screen. My screen's kind of off, so I hope it works. Do I need to reconnect? Oh, I need to reconnect. OK, exciting. OK, here we go. The connection with the screen kind of dropped. I hope it'll reconnect. OK, does this work? Are we back? Yes, we're back. OK, cool. So it's super easy to enable this new travel insurance. Just go to the Activities tab. Wait, switch to my user first. Sorry, I messed that kind of up. We have a special version for Samantha. Anyway, go to the Activities tab. Tap right there on the Enable Travel Insurance. Agree with the terms and conditions to make all pencil pushers happy. Tap on Enable, and boom, that is it. You're protected. You're done. Enjoy your next travel. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope you've enjoyed. Take it easy. Good night.